this true? Hello everyone, this is Godzilla 1 and I am back with another live stream, this being something new, that being Royalty Free-For-All, a game that I have had on my radar for a long time and am very, very happy to finally be able to share with you guys because this is a great concept and it's something that we need more of. I will get on that and I'll get you caught up on what this game is and why it is important shortly. But right, for the time being, I am going to message this out. Also, reminder, Tales from Another's Childhood Volumes 1 through 3 are available on Amazon, link in the description below. If you want to read about the experiences of a young woman growing up in 1950s and 60s Appalachia. Regardless, okay, there we go. Here, yeah. So let me just message this out, and then we can talk a little bit about it. Sorry for the delay. Also, every computer problem my computer is physically capable of running into happened simultaneously. So I apologize for that. There was absolutely nothing, and I do have to leave early tonight because we had to move D&D to tonight for one of the campaigns I'm doing, and it's a session that I don't want to miss due to how it involves the character. So, yeah, we're going to message this out and then try to get started. Okay, so okay, there we go. Now, what is Royalty Free-For-All? Royalty Free-For-All is a indie fighting game that, as the name would suggest. Okay, this is going to be really awkward. Actually, let me. Is there any way I can make this less awkward? But this is an indie fighting game that actually mess around with. Okay, there, that fixed it. Okay. Okay, that fixed the problem I was having with this. Let me just resize it in OBS and then resize it. Can I resize it? No, I cannot resize it smaller than that, but that is better. Yeah, and this is one that my computer can actually run pretty effectively. So, what is Royalty Free-For-All? Royalty Free-For-All is an indie fighting game that, as that name suggests, everything in this game is uses public domain. Like every single character in the game is public domain, every single soundtrack in the game uses public domain. Shame it doesn't have a story mode. It doesn't have a story mode yet, at least. It does have an arcade. It does have an arcade mode, which has a very funny final boss. But yeah, everything in this game is... Let's go to let's go to this to show off the characters. Wait, is Bigfoot been released now? Okay, let me go to arcade. Can I pick Bigfoot? Okay, Bigfoot is now playable. He was not a day one character. Okay, nice. And he's free. Okay, that is good. So basically, this is all public domain works. like with twists on them, and Mother Goose herself, Lancelot, the Loch Ness Monster, who rules the Mother of Demons. Yeah, who looks innocent, but apparently will try to eat people. So, yeah. So, and I love this. I've been following, it's all 2D hand-drawn. Every character in this game is 2D hand-drawn. And I love that. Like, full-on, like, animated sprites and everything. It has controller support, which is also nice. And it's something that actually does something with the public domain. Commander Bleep is the only one done unironically. Yeah, because he, I believe, is the first animated cartoon, if I remember. Like, fully animated cartoon. Which is really cool. I do like that. So first TV animated cartoon. Okay, yeah. So, very important character culturally, actually, which is probably why they didn't change it too much. But I love this because it's something that does something with the public domain other than make bad, low-effort horror movies. I will take this over Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and the rest of the, what do they call it, Twisted Childhood universe, whatever they call it. Or the Grinch slasher, which Grinch isn't even cool. I will take this over all the low-effort horror movies. Ever. The Bigfoot is a Bigfoot. The big man looks like he looks. He's from the original fairy tales Bad End. Yeah, kinda. Okay, so we're gonna do arcade mode to show off the characters. Because due to the delays, we're actually pretty late. So we got Dorothy, who apparently used, the lore is she used the slippers to wish herself to be a dog like Toto, who is also here. Was defeated in the 7 Kids story. That's where the copy and pasted in. I think this is kind of a Gestalt version of the Big Bad Wolf. From across all the different versions. There's actually a cool little design to it. So we got Dorothy, Sweeney Todd, Mother Goose, Lilith, Lancelot, Nessie, Colonel Bleep, Bigfoot, the Big Bad Wolf, Quick Brown Fox, who is Renaud the Fox, I think. I think that's what this is called. Woodsman is a retcon. I think that's Renaud the Fox. Piglet, Sakura, who is a twist on, yeah. She's a twist on the Slitmouth woman from Japanese folklore. Just with make it a bit get as close as possible without, making this not family friendly. Because obviously having her look like the actual yokai would be too terrifying for children. Oliver Twist, who is an actual Olive, I find that hilarious, and Toto, who is a Echo Fighter of Dorothy. So that's actually a good number. This is a very cheap game. This game is only $7. And the Quick Brown Fox jumped over the lazy dog is a sentence that uses all the letters of the alphabet. Oh, nice. So, who do you want to see first? Or you can just go down the list because the arcade mode's not super. So who do you want to see me use first? Dorothy or Bigfoot? Okay, let's do Dorothy, because she's just first in the line anyway. Oh, look, you get to see Bigfoot anyway, because there he is. We're fighting him. And all the stages are also public domain, by the way. I need to remind myself of the controls, though, because I just played it the other night, but I'm still getting used to it. Okay, it's loading. Oh, I do like that, Yeah, this game has some Super Smash Bros. And we win. Hopefully Riley is on the back of my chair now. And, okay, Bigfoot is back, and now with the 2v2, and we're fighting Toto as well. Okay. Bigfoot apparently wanted payback. No, I don't know why she has an elephant truck. Oh, like an elephant truck. Also, we're teamed up with Nessie, so this is actually kind of hilarious. Well, that and Nintendo's kind of in a bad spot right now. Okay. Okay, we're actually losing this. Yeah, and of course target test. So yeah, this is taking influence from okay, so there's still one left. At least it lets people remember the classic songs. Yeah, that's another thing about it, is that it does have all the like a bunch of classic songs to it. And he starts the power up. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Prince Charming in the game, because Prince Charming... I don't know if we're going to get Prince Charming in the game. If we do, he's probably going to be a... And this is a multi-fighter. Oh, they're all invisible. That's actually significantly worse. We'll probably get Sherlock. Sherlock Holmes is probably going to be there. I think they just wanted to have some more, you know, like lesser-known characters out of the gate in some cases. Okay, is it still working? Because on my end, OBS does, something in the back. Oh, no, that's the Discord. I was like, okay, this is something I always have trouble with. Okay, yeah, this one's hard for me because I'm having trouble getting the wall jumping around. Okay, I struggle with this. Okay, I think there's actually another one. Yeah, I'm so close. Okay, yeah, this is the one part of the game that I struggle with, because I am... I'm so close. Might also be that I'm trying to use this on... Okay, let me actually... What is... Oh, okay, that... Okay, I was being stupid. This is the one part of the game I am not currently very, where I struggle with a lot. Okay, so I need to just... Okay, like... There we go! Okay, I finally got wall jumping down! Now I just need to, you know, find the last one that I haven't got. I should not be able to do that! There we go. That should not have been as hard as it was. I'm just really bad at wall jumping in this game. Did they just wipe themselves? Okay, the AI just took themselves out. Okay, Colonel Bleep, which is okay. Why is the screen now? Yeah, Bleep is kind of definitely the Game & Watch, the Mr. Game & Watch of this. Okay, that's one of them down. And here's the final boss, the mouse. Guess who? So the final boss of a game about the public domain is the representative of Disney's hand. That's one. This is just, I love this, like, because it just makes sense, it's just kind of appropriate. Did I lose? Yeah, I did. Which one is me? Yeah, I just find this very, like, yeah, it's not what Master Hand is. Like, it's not what Master Hand is in Smash Bros. But just something about it I find very amusing that the final boss of the arcade mode is a representative of freaking Disney. When it's a game about the public domain, Also, I need to deal with something. Okay, the game froze a little bit. Just give it a second, and I'm sure it will fix itself. There were copies. Beloved evolving through generations, art belonged to us. Then there were rights. That's cool, right? So, when copyrights expire, primordial culture is restored. What could unfold is royalty free for all. So yeah, that's the arcade mode. We are going to play through the arcade mode some more because it's cool. And I want to try out all the characters. But yeah, I like that. It's just really fun. It is just really fun. like, and this is something good to do with the public domain. You know, it's something genuinely amusing. And there's so much more that can be done with this. Okay, I know that N would sue them over a giant glove, but they're not popular enough to make it a game. We could sue them for a giant glove, but they're not popular enough to make it a glove. That and Nintendo kind of just got completely humiliated. So, I don't think, I doubt that Nintendo's actually going to try anything for some time. These might actually be, some of these designs might be future characters. I don't know. But yeah, I just find that amusing, like, the nemesis of the, and now as to play as an active control, you, I didn't beat my high school. So yeah, I just find it really amusing that the main the final boss of a game that's all about the public domain is a representative of freaking Disney. That's just perfect to me. Yeah, I'm checking something really quick I need to. But yeah, I just think that's funny. I just think that's funny. And yeah, like, Disney is the nemesis of the public domain. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Disney is the nemesis of the public domain. Okay, so also there are different color schemes. You know, palette swaps, as one would expect. I believe they have a lot of palette swaps. That is a lot of palette swaps, actually. Some of which are definitely references to stuff. I know what that's a reference to. I know that's a reference to a kid's cartoon. I just can't remember the... Maddie and the Ferocious Beast. That has to be a reference to that. Oh, look, old... I think everyone has, like, an old black and white colored skin to them. Okay, so you wanted Bigfoot, who has a bunch of different colors, actually. So let's try Bigfoot. He's the new one. No, I like this color. I like that color. Now, I will say I've not played him yet. Okay, starts with Bigfoot versus Nessie. That is fitting. That is rather fitting, honestly. Also, I do like the references to Ironically, both pieces of footage that brought the animals to the public consensus were eventually came forward and admitted they were fakes. Okay. Okay, that was actually risky, but it worked, so... Okay, and big fight scene. Yeah, I do like that they use cryptids too. And he's the big, slow, heavy character. That's... Okay, that... And now we're in Plato's cave. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping we get more cryptids in the future, because I do like cryptozoology a lot. Okay, this might be even more difficult, because he's a pretty heavy character. Okay. Okay, I've gotten significantly better at wall jumping now that I've actually figured out the way to do it. And now we're gonna fight the, Big Bad Wolf and Toto. Okay, there we go. Okay, I lost sight of her. Okay, yeah, that was me getting messed up. So I'm still figuring this out. He has a power-up that makes him harder to hit. And now we're fighting with a hand. Also, I like that. Okay, so there we go. But yeah, this is fun. Like, this is just a fun use of the public domain. And it's something I wish we'd get more of rather than just low effort, bad horror movies that rely entirely on the fact, oh look, it's something you loved as a child that's now evil and trying to kill people. Like, that's just so boring. This is something actually interesting and fresh. Like, this is something fun that's actually bothering to do something interesting with the public domain. They made Vanity's Revenge and still messed it up. Well, yeah, and that's actually one of the better ones. And Peter Pan, the best people, like, of all the things you could turn into a horror movie, Peter Pan is the easiest one. Because Peter is actually the villain, is one of the villains of the original story. Oh, it isn't that hard to turn Peter Pan into a horror movie, and they still messed it up! Well, they made him a nuclear mutant. Like, that's what they did. They made him a nuclear mutant, and an adult, which is weird. Like, come on. But, hang on, I hear a phone calling, so I need to go check on that. I'll be right back. But, yeah, like, that's why you shouldn't be able to mess up. Peter Pan, you really shouldn't mess up, because Peter Pan is a villain in his original story. He's the bad guy. He threatens to... The Lost Boys can grow up. He just kills them if they grow up. Like in the original story, Neverland does not make you immortal. Peter is immortal. But the Lost Boys aren't. If they get too old, he literally kills them. And he will switch sides to the pirates if he thinks the fight is going too well. And fight against his friends. Like, it's... But no, let's just make him a creepy adult who has a perverse obsession with kids. Like, come on. Like, but that's a rant for another day. Point is, something actually good using the public domain. Anyway, who next? So, who next? We've done Dorothy, we've done Bigfoot, Bambi's probably... I imagine Bambi's eventually going to be a character. But, who next? Piglet? Okay. I have not played Piglet. And yeah, this is I believe this is what Piglet looked like more in the original stories. We have a beam now. I mean, good luck, even. As ironic Rambo adventure. Okay, I forget who's on my side. The fox is on my side. Yeah, I believe this is Sakura's home state. Well, Bambi is public domain now, so they do more with it. That was me messing up. Okay, versus a bunch of Dorothys. Okay. Where am I? Oh wait, wait, is that how that works? This stage always confuses me. Okay, yeah, if we go around, if we're not knocked around the side of the stage. I'm not as good with Piglet as I am with others. Oh, okay, there's some influence from the... Wait, what? Okay, yeah, that's cool. A reference to... Okay, this is very confusing. Okay, so I guess it's this game mode where... That was weird. Okay. Okay, I'm not the best with Piglet, actually. I mean, it's appropriate because it seems like the game is portraying me, Piglet is kind of a guest, having a few references to Three Little Pigs. Yeah, I admit I'm not the best with Piglet. Alright, there we go. I'm not the best with Piglet. I'm also not the best at just blocking in general, but that's just me. Okay. Now, Piglet does... I think Piglet might actually be one of the few that doesn't actually use the double jump to reach that final platform. But yeah, like, this is what I mean by just something creative. Because there's little references, like, yeah, this is Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, but he has a few references thrown into the Three Little Pigs with, like, the things his weapon, his various things turn. Like a smash attack. Also, one other thing the creators have said is that they intend for this to not be a ridiculously complex platformer that takes you forever to... It takes you forever to figure out a million combos for, which I appreciate. Oh, here's a really good one. Like, okay, this stage. I can't remember what it's called. Like, I can't remember what the song is called, but this is this contains the oldest song ever recorded. Like, the oldest, like, actually recorded song in history, fully recorded song in history that we have access to. And that is awesome. Like, that is just awesome. Like, the game, that is objectively cool. Also, I need to remember that blocking is an actual thing. I keep forgetting that. But yeah, appropriate, he's the Mr. Game & Watch as well. Similar concept. Okay, Piglet's not my best character, but he is fun. Like, so far, like, it's just a matter of me actually having trouble keeping track of the little guy. Yeah, I will never get past how fitting it is to just have something that represents Disney as the... Like, it's just fitting. Is that me dying? Oh, that's adorable. Perfect. But, yeah, this is going to be so satisfying. Yeah. Because, yeah, the Winnie the Pooh is one of those things that did get ended, that probably out of most of the characters in this game, the most got screwed over by Disney's monopoly on public domain. Out of the cast that's playable at the moment. But yeah, like, and I'm hoping that there will be, and there are definitely going to be more characters. I hope some of them, I hope there's, I know at least some characters we're going to get are going to be free Kickstarter stretch goal characters. I don't know if there'll be DLC, like paid DLC at some point. But this game, I wanted to do this game today purely to showcase something that's actually using the public domain correctly. Like, that's why I wanted to do this today. This show is solely to show that off. Just that, I think these are all public domain characters too. I imagine Sun Wukong might be an eventual one. Oh, beat my high school. Okay, who next? Yeah, who do we want to do next? Also, I love the 2D animated style. Like, this is hand-drawn 2D. And I love that. One moment. Nessie, okay. Little Nessie. The baby, the baby. I'm actually playing, and here's your stage, actually. Okay, and now we got a free-for-all here. Also, cute little taunt is she creates a I like how they all have, like, different trapped animations for this attack. Yeah, I believe the electric thing there is a reference to the fact that one of the things Nessie might be is an eel. Yeah, I'm much better with Nessie than I am with Piglet, in case you can't tell. That doesn't mean much. Yeah, Nessie's adorable. Like, Nessie is an adorable. Yeah, also here you can see it when it's not interrupted. She makes a little image of the first. That was me losing track of myself. There we go. Yeah, I'm significantly better at with Nessie than I am with Piglet. Also, fun fact, originally Nessie, Toho actually at one point wanted to make a Nessie kaiju film. Yeah, I'm not that good at that. It helps that Nessie does actually have some decent range over attacks. Now, are there any other like public domain characters you'd like to see in this game? Like Sherlock Holmes, obviously. I do. It does help that Nessie actually does have the ability to do that. Fuchu. I don't remember who that is off the top of my head. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That could be a good one. Yeah, Count Dracula, obviously. There are probably some funny things they could do with Dracula. Fun things they could do with Dracula. Bat could be in, like, obviously you can make him a bat. I messed up my controls there. Okay, but let's start over. Rexon. That sounds familiar. And that was my own fault. One thing I like is Nessie is kind of a gestalt of the various creatures that Nessie's theorized to be, like has the seal fin when she does that. She has eel abilities. Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, that could work. Obviously Cthulhu, like there's Cthulhu you can have. Oh yeah, now I remember. Cthulhu obviously could be one. I feel like at some point you need to have a dragon of some sort. So I'm not sure, like, what specific dragons you have. Public domain. Tarzan, I feel like eventually would be nice. Oh, if they have Bambi, you know something they could do? They could do like a Pokemon Trainer-esque thing where it's... Because I believe Thumper and Flower were in the original game. I mean, the original book. Were they in the original book? I think they were. You could have them be like a switch between the three kids, like the Pokemon Trainer. I feel like that. Cheshire Cat can also do it. Also, the name of this game, Royalty Free For All. Like, that is just a fun game. I mean, a fun game. Hello, baby. The descendants of Tarzan's creator are still suing people. How? It's in the public domain. How do you sue people for something in the public domain? I mean, I know you're the descendants of... Felix the Cat. Yeah, Felix the Cat. That's a good one. And there is now thunder. In my area. That's great. There's currently thunder happening. Hey, Trooper! But they are in the public domain, aren't they? But regardless, okay, so, Trooper, catch you up on what this is. This is Royalty Free For All, a fighting game with some Smash inspiration that uses stuff from the public domain. So we got Dorothy and Toto from The Wizard of Oz, Sweeney Todd, Mother Goose, Lilith, Lancelot, Nessie, Colonel Bleep, who is the first animated TV character. Bigfoot, goes without saying, Big Bad Wolf, Quick Brown Fox, who I believe is also Ronald the Fox, Piglet, Sakura, and Oliver Twist. Sakura is the Slitmouth Wolf from Japanese folk. Let me check something here. I want to make sure I got the character right. Reynard. Reynard is the fox. Reynard the fox. Yeah. Okay, so the stretch goal characters that were reached were Frankenstein and Dante from Dante. Those are the two stretch goal characters that were reached, and apparently there's plans for Captain Hook and the wet floor sign guy from Slippery Skid and not Slippery Skid. That's the trope. I don't know who that's from. Like, it just says the wet floor guy. I don't know who that's from. But Captain Hook is one of the characters that was chosen as a Choose Your Fighter. So those are coming. Okay, so who next? We have done Dorothy and by extension Toto for their Echo Fighters. We have done Nessie, Bigfoot, and Piglet. So Dorothy, Nessie, Bigfoot, and Piglet. So who next? Colonel Bleep? Okay. The first animated cartoon character, and basically this game is Mr. Game & Watch. Who fights using characters from his series. Oh, spinach from Popeye, that's neat. So spinach from Popeye's power-up. Also, this is Steamboat Willie. Oh, I do like that special move has. Yeah, Colonel Bleep is, I believe, the first animated TV show character ever. Oh, okay, this is different. Okay, it is now pouring down the rain currently. I am so getting used to him. Yeah, keep in mind, I've not actually played most of these characters before. Yeah, the only thing there are not, like, super moves in the game at present. Okay, it is raining pretty hard up there right now. Please do not let it knock out my power for several days again. Yeah, that happened last week. Like my house, my entire county lost power. Really hoping that does not happen again. I'm getting much better. Hang on. Oh, that is heavy rain right now. Sorry about that. Princess is in this castle right here. Yeah, this is the Princess and the Pea, actually, based off of that. Also, there might be hail. That's not nice. Hang on.